Some people use the basement as a home gym for yoga or as a separate productive workspace from the kids. Some transform it into a man cave by bringing in a dartboard and a few lounge chairs. The majority store mountains of things that they never use, including the dartboard and gym equipment. In any event, a building's basement is a rarely seen area located deep within the structure. It follows that its association with Hollywood horror films is not surprising, since monsters are frequently shown as waiting to strike in the shadows. The basement is actually a boring spider's nest. Other times, though, it can contain a few secrets belonging to prior occupants or even a time. These bizarre finds for people's basements are shown here. 19th-century well. Nothing about a well seems particularly scary by itself. You can keep your distance from it and use caution when using the bucket to lift water out on the field. That's a completely different story, though, if you picture yourself falling in. Now picture yourself falling through the floorboards into the chilly depths of your basement, where the well is located. A crack was heard by Christopher Town, 67, who was assisting a friend in moving furniture into his house. The floor collapsed, sending Christopher plummeting 20 feet, 6 meters below. Christopher was unable to reach the bottom of the well, so he had to cling to its rough sides to keep from drowning until help could reach him. Before the home was enlarged in the 1980s, the well was outside. The terrifying hole was then left uncapped and covered merely with wood. A father's bones. Michael Carroll spent years attempting to piece together the mystery surrounding the disappearance of his father, George, in 1961. George was never found again. That is, until he purchased the house from his youth. His mother informed him that he either ended up with a Korean lover or vanished while purchasing cigarettes. George might not be too far away, according to some. Upon moving into the house, Michael used ground-penetrating radar and psychics to find anything he could until the cops uncovered the body. The discovery of blunt force trauma to George's head adds even more intrigue to this case. The reason George Carroll wound up under the home may never truly be known, as Michael's mother passed away in 1998. Alligator. The last thing a repairman thought of when he was called to a home in Lansing, Illinois to mend some broken appliances was a basement creature. Till he noticed some motion. One might expect to see the occasional mouse or a spider when rooting about in the basement, but what he discovered was a terrifying 6-foot, 1.8 meter, long, 200-pound, 91-kilogram alligator housed in a sizable cage. It had been kept captive for 26 years and fed only raw chicken until its discovery. The misdemeanor accusation of unauthorized possession of an endangered species was brought against Charles Price, the homeowner who had kept the old beast in custody. He asserts, nonetheless, that he took excellent care of it. Secret housemate. Upon moving into 13th Avenue, an off-campus house in Ohio, the housemates believed that the first floor included 10 persons, 2 of whom were female. However, they didn't realize all was not as it looked until they started to notice a few oddities, such open drawers, a microwave that had just been used, and unusual noises. While going to the basement to flip a tripped circuit breaker one day, Brett, his roommate, ran upon a man who went by the name of Jeremy. Brett pressed the man for an explanation, but he refused. Despite a thorough search of the house, their housemates were unable to unlock the basement door's lock. After forcing open the door, the police and landlord discovered a number of private belongings, including clothes, a TV, and pictures that belonged to no one in particular. How long the so-called Jeremy resided with them was unclear.